I am the big dumb. All right, go for it.
Okay, I'm hoping he says exactly what I do. I need to make sure, because we're still finding them in groups. So this is a new spot. I'm pretty sure this is not a new one. Okay, start recording.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good to know. Well, guys, it's Bring Me the Boa, and we're back with another Crotalus atrox, also known as the Western Diamondback. This one's a pretty nice colored one. It's a lot paler, as you can see. I'm about 3 feet, 4 feet away from it, so I'm edging on strike distance. The snake obviously knows I'm here. As you can see, it's not trying to kill me. I've been coming out here looking at these Diamondbacks. I've now kind of been studying them. Mainly, more so I should classify it as observing and cataloging individuals now for, well, since like March or April. So it's been a few months. To the point where I'm starting to recognize certain individuals, starting to recognize their habits, where they're hiding out at. This one I've seen more recently. I think that I saw this one with a group of friends from the reptile store that I work at as one of my jobs, and I think we saw this one that night. I'm gonna have to reference pictures, but it's a really nice, friendly looking one. I'm not gonna try to hook it. I don't want to bother it, but as you can see, I'm fairly close. I'm hoping that my black boots show up. Don't think they will, so I'll get back down. He knows I'm here. He's turning towards me. I'm not going to go any closer than this, though, just because he does know I'm here. He is looking towards me, and I don't want to stress him out. But this is the first Diamondback of the night. Very happy. Also back with Garret. So, again,
Woo!
very happy for me because it's been a while, frankly.
It's been a hot second.
Last thing we recorded was our encounter with the mountain lion, which, if you haven't seen that, I'd recommend it. I mean, it's not that exciting because we didn't really get it on film, but we did get the sounds of bats echolocating. So if that interests you at all, it's in the same video. But that was the last time we went hiking together. So it's been a while. It's been at least 2 or 3 weeks, I'd say. But first snake of the night, hopefully we'll get to see some more. And this one's being a wonderful specimen, so now we'll leave it alone and continue on our hike.
Go.
So guys, this is a desert tortoise. There are 2 species of desert tortoise. There's the Mojave desert tortoise and the Sonoran desert tortoise. And I believe it is the Mojave desert tortoise is the one that resides here in Arizona that is actually legally protected by the law. It is threatened. Since I'm not confident in my abilities to identify tortoise, I'm not going to pick this up, because if I pick up the wrong one, that is a crime, which can potentially lead to jail time as well as a slew of fines. But I just kind of wanted to show this tortoise because I have taken pictures of the tortoises that live here. I know that they live here. There's a pair of them that I've been running into on these hikes. This is a pretty regular spot for them. Their den's right there. I wanted to get it out there, like, don't pick up the tortoise unless it's endangered. Not threatened endangered, but it's in physical danger. It's in harm's way, like it's in a road. I chugged something I probably shouldn't have. But it wouldn't be a video if I didn't have burp. Every time. But the only way that it is okay by Fish and Game for you to touch these tortoise is if they are going to be in a dangerous situation, such as crossing a road, crossing somewhere where vehicles are going to be a lot, or where there's a lot of foot traffic, or somewhere where they are in imminent danger. And that is just because we want to try to preserve this species as best as we can. And since I can't clearly identify which species of desert tortoise it is, I'm not going to touch it, and I strongly suggest that if you don't know what species of tortoise it is, I would not recommend touching it either. Just to try to not harass the animal or scare it or prevent it from wanting to exist where it currently does and end up deciding to relocate because of the interaction being not very positive for the tortoise, because that could potentially displace the tortoise, or it potentially losing a valuable asset, which is a structure to live in, because that provides protection from the overbearing sun, which I like how I gestured toward the sky even though it's nighttime. But heat really can kill. Obviously, it affects humans very, very badly, especially since in Arizona it's been hitting 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was hitting like 113, 115. I was still out here looking for stuff, but it wasn't easy. I had this whole backpack filled with water, and I went through it all. So I mean, for these poor tortoise and other wildlife out here, you don't want to really harass them and make them leave something that helps keep them cool in that damning summer heat, because it can kill them, frankly. And then also, if it's a breeding pair, that's something you don't want to really displace or separate, because then that kind of lowers the chance of reproduction from the species. And if they're already threatened, that means they're not doing well in terms of reproduction, as well as keeping their species going. And of course, with this channel, that is something I want to bring attention to more often. And that's something I'm very passionate about, because honestly, we're losing species at an alarming rate. So keep that in mind when you see tortoise or turtles. If you see them on the road, please try to pull over, or if you can, and move them. And if you can't immediately pull over to remove them, at least try to avoid them, just so that they don't get killed in the road. That's mainly the main thing I wanted to get across, because when we were down in Wilcox looking for stuff, there were a couple shattered shells on the road. And now that I know more about the desert tortoise, I want them to thrive. I want everything to thrive, honestly, except for the African honeybees. Everything else is fine. That's pretty much it on them. The tortoise was a nice segue into that, but just respect the nature, and it'll respect you back. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully we'll see some more cool stuff. It was good to know that tortoise hasn't moved anywhere, because I've been seeing it regularly. And I'm hoping that I'll continue to see them regularly, and I'm hoping that one day I'm going to come up to this den and see babies coming out. But for now, we'll update you if we see any more cool invertebrates, reptiles, and maybe even if the owls make a surprise appearance again, or even the mountain lion for that matter, since we actually have some decent lights. And the moon is clearly out tonight, and there's no clouds, so we can even navigate with moonlight tonight. So we will update you guys on the next thing we see.